I promise you I legitimately had a pun, but that's the pun now. It's a cold open. Welcome to Paramecia Fancast, a One Piece fancast where we review the latest chapter of One Piece and have a different One Piece related discussion every single week. My name is Franz.
We have a different One Piece related fuck up every single week. My name is John. And, buddy.
Isn't that every single SBS where Oda just ends up being like, what? Consistency? No, man. That was a legendary carpenter that has nails up his nose.
You fucked up.
Yeah, you fucked up. To spite you, he's going to be relevant 900 chapters from now. Don't you fucking look at me.
He has a list of people that are like his sworn enemies that he's getting like revenge on. And like all these chapters later, like last chapter with the photographer guy, he's like, I'll show these motherfuckers.
Dude, Dark Horse fucking Wang Ji or Ochoko or whatever you want to call it. We'll get into this, but Dark Horse, it's gonna be someone introducing an SBS 50 volumes ago.
Dude, I'd be so mad. But yeah, we're again, we're another banger of a chapter. We got, oh buddy, I think this is like, I thought last chapter could be contender for like chapter of the year. I think this one for sure.
This one's got substance.
Megaton bombs, dude.
Like
implications, lore bombs.
It was like one of those things where everyone was like, oh yeah, it'd be really cool to find out about this at some point in my fucking lifetime. And Oda was like,
you mean now?
I told you 5 years. I don't care what my editor said. 5 years. And he just said, I'm dropping it now.
Listen, guys. Frankly, my editor can go fuck himself. We're ending this shit in 5.
Oh, God. We're doing chapter 157. I believe it's called Ultimate.
Yeah, 957 Ultimate, I think. Yeah.
That's an on-ramp to a gag. Yeah. This chapter, they just do Ultimate Frisbee. Yes. Hell yeah. It's the sport for people who drink natty ice and end up being rapists. Oops. Hey. Oops. Definitely not talking about personal experience and people that we know.
Hey. Oops. Got him. # got him.
It's really funny. I was talking to someone I know in my local area about like high school and shit, and I was saying that like, oh yeah, I was in a ska band, I used to play Ultimate Frisbee with my friends, I was in the marching band, things like that. And he just like stopped and looked at me and he's like, you're some fucking soft boy cuck who just like never actually ended up becoming a rapist. Like, what happened? What, are you okay? And I looked at him and I'm like, Jesus Christ, that's too real.
Oh my god. Dude, it's true, though. Holy shit.
I don't make the rules. Oda does.
Yeah.
God damn.
This color spread, can I just say in retrospect, after reading this chapter, this color spread is way too playful and unassuming for what... all the characters looking cute as hell in their little summer clothes, driving a little duck car or something, whatever the fuck this is. Some monstrosity of Frankie's invention, no doubt.
Oda saw Untitled Goose Game and said, I need to get on that, actually.
Yeah. Also, I think I heard somewhere, quick aside, because you mentioned Untitled Goose Game, I heard in Japan it has a title, and it says it's basically like The Mischievous Goose is Coming or something like that.
That's 100% something that like Japanese marketing would do.
Yeah.
I've gotten like a little into board games recently, and the board game scene here, they will like localize things like completely different to the point where like, so John, do you remember Coup?
Mm-hmm.
They took Coup. For those that don't know, Coup is if you know about board games, you probably know about Resistance. It's kind of popular. Coup is the better version of Resistance, not gonna lie, by the same people. It's like
Yeah.
a hidden role kind of like deceit and assassination game. Really interesting. It's like set in some cyberpunk future where like, you're some greedy capitalist pig and you have to kill all the other greedy capitalist pigs kind of thing. And in Japan, it's just like happy fun time, cute animal kind of things. That it might be another board game that I'm thinking of, but they definitely like overhauled Coup. It's the
Holy
same
shit.
title and the same rules. Sometimes they do change the rules though, but it's just like, yo, what the fuck is this? This isn't like what? This isn't
Yeah.
Cyberpunk. But
This
yeah,
isn't cyberpunk dystopia.
I totally buy that. Mischievous Goose is coming. God,
Yeah.
mischievous something is coming. All right, we get straight the fuck in.
Yeah. Brooke's reaction on the color page is my reaction for the rest of the chapter when we start.
I'm
Just
sitting
keep
there
that in mind.
exactly like one for one as Brooke is when we get back to the Mac HQ. That's right, we're back at McDonald's. The big golden arches, baby. The New World Marine HQ. And we hear from the middle of it, I suppose you're quite pleased, Isho. You and your lot have longed for the abolition of the Shichibukai system for some time. I myself was against it, but the will of the kings cannot be overturned. And already, like, most people don't remember the names of the admirals, but I kind of do. And hearing this, I was like, oh no, I know who's talking here.
Yeah, freaking Akainu is talking to Fujitora or Isho. And Fujitora continues. He says, the sacrifices necessary for the continued existence of the Shichibukai. You've never been on the chopping block yourself. You have no idea what it's like. All that's left is to put our faith in SSG. The power balances of the world shall surely shift greatly. And already we're starting off because I want to point out that Fujitora is bandaged up. And not like, a couple bandages. Like, this man got fucked up.
Somehow, some way.
Him and Green Bull, it said they fought the revolutionaries. My dog Sabo messed up Fujitora, at least this much.
Sabo, like, walked up and said, bitch, bah, and slapped him upside the head with that dragon claw thing he does that I'm pretty sure is just, like, advanced arthritis.
Advanced arthritis? Yeah, I think it's, somebody pointed out when Luffy was learning the new hockey from, when he's learning the Ryo, like, to destroy shit with his armament hockey. People were saying that might have been what Sabo did in the Colosseum, because he like did that to the ground and like the entire floor like shattered like glass.
Oh yeah, huh?
So maybe, but
because it also wasn't like a fishman thing, but whatever.
Yeah,
that's actually not important compared to everything now.
That actually fuck me because Akainu. Okay, so they're talking about this SSG thing, right? That it's implied that this is the replacement for the Shichibukai system. And Fujitora is, like, in full support of it. And Akainu says, like, oh, it could move in predictions, or in directions we cannot predict. So, like, Akainu is still not sure about it. But he tells Fujitora, I hear tell that in Wano, Big Mom and Kaido intend to join forces. And
Fujitora is not having it.
Fujitora says, what? Like, Rox's second coming? And he's like, don't speak of it like some sort of fable. This is real. And Akainu just has a sort of line that's sort of like, oh, like, really? All this while we have our hands full? Like, when it rains, like, when the rains of disaster come, they pour. Like, he's just lamenting the fact that, like, they have so much shit on their plate. And, of course, now of all times, Big Mom and Kaido are deciding to team up.
And the crazy thing is, this is all happening, like, as they're talking, it zooms, like, further and further out from Fujitora, and you see, like, Marines, like, frantically, like, going about, and, like, they're firing cannons and shit, like, on some ship deck, and then we see the ship itself, and it's, like, battling some of the fucking, like, sea monsters, yes.
It looks like it's fighting the Sea Kings, which somebody brought this up last night. So I read the chapter like when it came out, the scans came out, and I was like, dude, like I have to know everything right now. And somebody in one of the chats I was in pointed out that like Fujitora seems to be. But yeah, he seems to be in the Calm Belt, because that's where all the Sea Kings are. And I don't know. I don't know what that implies. I mean, I know somebody pointed out that Amazon Lily is like near the Calm Belt.
It is,
So,
but like,
so somebody was like, is he heading towards where Kobe is? But I have no
is
idea
he
where
with
he's going.
Kobe? He would be with Kobe.
Yeah, I have no idea, but
But like, I don't think he would, like, not to say that like, oh, Boa Hancock's a jobber or this and that, but like when I look at the Shichibukai, I definitely see a hierarchy of like, oh shit, some of them are like a little scarier than others.
yeah.
And I would put like Mihawk well above the rest of them.
Yeah.
So I could see him going after Mihawk, but I also don't know if What's at Fuck Island, Emo Ass Island, is in the Calm Belt or not.
Yeah, I have no idea. I did see somebody else also say that the Marines were sending him after Bo Hancock because he's blind, so he can't fall victim to her Devil Fruit. And I was like, that's funny.
Boa Hancock walking up and is like, do you not want a piece of this meat? And he's just like looking and it's like, who?
Literally like the John Cena thing in front of his eyes, but like he can't see it. Like, oh god. But dude, so we continue into arguably the densest, not even arguably, fuck it, the densest part of this chapter. Just Oda decides to just beat us upside the head with a bat titled Lore. Yeah, it's fucking crazy. So Sengoku is giving a debriefing to like all of these Marines, and he's like, "Oh, the Yonko have joined hands. To be precise, it seems they plan to join forces." And he says, "We don't know what they intend to achieve, nor can we anticipate how to best counter them. And as for the legendary Rocks pirates, information remains quite scant." And he's like, Big Mom and Kaido have been for many years as cat and dog. This is certainly unforeseen. In this day and age, I'd say most Marines have never even heard of Rocks." And all the Marines are just sitting there like, what the heck are you talking about?
Like all of us. And honestly,
Yeah.
I did not think we were going to get here.
Yeah, this was the last place I thought we would get right now, but I love it. He says, quite some time ago, the Rocks pirates formed when a band of pirates gathered on the pirate island Beehive. This will be important later. This is me making a note, asterisk. For a particular get-rich-quick scheme, a unique bunch. They would constantly kill each other off, even at sea, on the same ship, a violent crew. With their captain Rocks at the lead, their members included... Okay, so you turn the page and you see the silhouettes of the Rocks pirates. Finally, we get to see them. And it says, their members included Whitebeard, Big Mom, and Kaido in their younger years.
Which is like...
We knew Big Mom and Kaido.
Yeah.
It was never mentioned about Whitebeard being on the Rocks pirates. So this is out of control, first off.
So I was reading on my walk home from work, and it just blew me out of the fucking water to like start with that. And then the other thing that my brain went straight towards was like looking at Big Mom's silhouette. I was like, oh, she kind of reminds me of quote unquote horny Alvida.
When I saw the silhouette, I was like, Alvida!
Rocks is a jobber because Luffy beat
Kaido gave
Alvida
Alvida
in
her
Romance
club.
Dawn. You've probably heard the theory that it's not even a theory. I don't know if anyone's actually serious about it, but like Alvida being the child of Kaido and Big Mom.
No, I know there's a theory that there is a child of theirs, but I don't know who it is.
Because like people have been joking because like Alvida kind of looked like a proto Big Mom before being bimbofied.
Yeah.
And she's also got the Oni Club, so like it's like, 2 + 2,
Yeah.
It makes sense. But like, god fucking damn, this shit was wild, and it doesn't stop. Sengoku keeps going, Yes, once upon a time, all three of them flew the same flag. There are others from the Rocks Pirates who later made names for themselves.
Oh my god.
The Golden Lion, Shiki, isn't like... Oh, Oda, just say his name. We know he's canon.
Dude, yeah, that's... Oh my god. I'm glad we're finally getting him, like, name dropped again.
For real. Dude,
It's like,
overpowered
super
man,
quick
man.
aside, I guess, in the planning stages of, like, the lead up to Marineford, when Shanks and Whitebeard met, I guess a first draft of that meeting, they were, like, supposedly supposed to talk about Shiki, like, a lot more. And there was supposed to be, like, a flashback with Shiki, but then Oda was like, nah, doesn't really fit with what I'm doing right now, so he did it away with it, but
I
it's
can
still
see that.
sick. But yeah, continue. Golden Lion Shiki.
Silver Axe, don't know.
Yeah.
We'll talk.
Yeah.
Captain John.
I have never and did never think, I never thought in my life reading One Piece that the same fucking Captain John whose treasure Buggy was after since the start of the series would turn out to be like this important canonically.
I have no words. I
Oh,
can just shake
buddy,
my
dude.
head in
Yeah.
disbelief. Like,
My reaction is Panda Man in this panel, just like, eh?
I don't even know what to think about
Yeah.
that. I can't think, actually.
Captain John. And then fucking the final one that he name drops, Wang Ji.
At least according to Manga Stream.
Yeah.
You mentioned that Jaimini's box said Ochoko, I think it was.
Yeah, I didn't check I guess we didn't check the Raws this week.
I'm not gonna fucking check the Raws. The fucking...
Yeah,
if I search
after that
One
Buster
Piece
Call shit that they
chapter
did.
9 some shit on YouTube one more time, Abe's
Yeah.
gonna have Japanese SWAT come in from my fucking windows.
Yeah. But it just said translator note, Ochoku, also known as Wang Ji in Chinese, was a real pirate lord from the 16th century. So I guess it's like a real pirate that he's like drawing inspiration from.
I
Like
could totally
Chinese
see that.
specifically, which makes me think Kano.
It's gotta be. I could see, like, this Wang Ji character being somewhat related to Don Chinjiao.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know. That's something I could look up real easy, actually. If, like, any of the kanji with Dong Chinjiao and shit match up.
Oh,
I
maybe.
don't think so. Fuck you.
No?
Oda wrote it out in, like, katakana and not kanji, so it's, like, not easy to
Damn.
see if there was, like, any, like...
Correlation.
Right, yeah. I don't know.
Damn.
Never mind. Fuck
But,
that.
oh, man, Sengoku with his trusted emotional support goat says, well, one reason is that the Marines yell at him. They're like, you've got to be kidding. How do all these people hail from the same dark corner of history? He's like, well, one reason is that all these pirates got along so badly that very few around them lived long enough to tell the tale. Their Captain Rocks aimed to become the pirate king, and he bared the fangs of his crew at the world government, almost like a terrorist organization. And we gotta turn the page and we get a shot of their ship, and he says, another is that many of these incidents have been wiped from the pages of history by the world government. However, their enormity reached everyone's ears at the time. And this shit, oh god.
This was, like, so left field. Because between naming convention and just, like, how it all, like, plays out, Sengoku continues, saying the fateful clash happened 38 years ago. The same, like, years that we've been, like, have been going around for quite a little while.
Yeah.
On God Valley. Like, Oda,
yeah,
my
and
guy.
We see a silhouette of an island, like, with two big-ass peaks. The day that the news that the strongest crew in the world, the Rocks Pirates, had been crushed at God Valley was heard around the world, the inexorable advance of evil, nearly unstoppable, had been stopped by a Marine Vice Admiral by the name of Garp. And, like, this is how Garp got the name Hero of the Marines, because he was the one who stopped Rocks at God Valley. Like, I mean, just like they implied in the first, like, post-reverie scene we got after Act 1.
Dude, What the fuck is Garp made out of?
Dude, he's made out of pure power.
Does he have Conquering Kings?
I think so. I can check the Vivre cards. I know Sengoku confirmed has it, so I think Garp also confirmed has it.
Either way,
I wouldn't doubt it. I believe he does, but either way.
Man's made out of fuck and you.
Yeah, honestly.
God, unbelievable. And so Sengoku keeps talking, but the scenery we're being shown changes dramatically. And I'm thoroughly confused.
It's Garp leaving Fishman Island.
Oh.
Yeah, because remember he was on
see.
Fishman Island when he escorted Shirahoshi and them. So he's going back to Marine HQ.
Gotcha. Okay. So Sengoku keeps talking. So, well, first people are like, "Oh, that was the beginning. Like, Garp is so great," and he says, "There's already so many legends of Garp's heroic deeds. I didn't know which to believe. If you ask the man himself, however, you'll find him rather tight-lipped on the subject, and everyone asks why."
Yeah, we get a shot of Garp reading the paper, and he says, or Sengoku continues while it shows Garp, and he says, "He'll give you the historical facts, sure, but not much more." And Garp is reading the paper, and he says, "Big Mom and Kaido, one after another." And Sengoku, I'm fucking grinning from ear to ear, dude. He says, "The first reason never made it into the papers, but Garp had to fight alongside a pirate in that battle." And dude, I think a lot of people already know from that line alone where this is going.
Instantly.
So the Marines are like, a pirate? And he says the other is he fought to protect the Celestial Dragons. And it's like, what the heck? So God Valley is somehow linked to the Celestial Dragons, and Garp fought with a pirate to protect them. Weird, but alright. And he says, "And I thought protecting the Celestial Dragons is the duty of the Marines." And they said, Sengoku says, "Garp's moral code doesn't permit him to fulfill that duty. In fact, the reason Garp has continually refused the rank of Admiral is because becoming one will place him squarely under the thumb of the Celestial Dragons. Despite doing so much, the fact that he cannot shake this story is proof, if nothing else, of what an achievement it is and the degree of popularity he has enjoyed. In any case, the truth is this. At God Valley, in order to protect Celestial Dragons and their slaves, Garp and Roger, who both happened to meet there, joined forces and wiped out the Rocks pirates. That's the full story of the God Valley incident." So already, he fought alongside Gold Roger, but he fought alongside Gold Roger to protect the Celestial Dragons and their slaves? I'm like, wait, what?
This is really loaded in so many ways, because first it's really exciting to see, because if y'all remember back at Marineford, we were given a lot of backstory about how Ace came to be in Fuck Island. How he showed up there and everything. And it was that Garp took him in because Roger was like, "Hey, I'm gonna fucking die.
Yeah,
Can
he
you
was
please
like, "I need
take
you to
my
do
kid?"
a favor." Yeah.
And so, most people at the time were like, "He's a Marine, why is he fucking doing this?" This kind of makes it make a little more sense. You can start seeing why. Yeah. But why would Roger defend the Celestial Dragons?
Yeah, that's my big question after all of this. The only thing I can think of is that whatever they were... I think whatever was on God Valley was something... they were defending something else, and the Celestial Dragons just happened to be there, I think. There might have been an ancient weapon or something, because Sengoku continues. All the Marines are in shock. They're like, what the heck? The Pirate King and Celestial Dragons? What in the world's happened on that island? And how come I've never heard of it? And Sengoku says, the location of the island of God Valley is no longer depicted on any map. And in reality, the entire island itself has vanished without a trace.
Dude,
yeah.
I know who did it. I know
who did it.
The goat. Look at the shading on the goat. The goat's looking at you in the first panel of this page.
So you finally did it, huh? You
Look at
finally
those
found
dead
out the
eyes.
truth.
Never trust a goat, dude.
Jeez.
No, on the real. What?
Yeah, I don't understand. Like, an island whose existence the world government desired very much to keep secret has vanished. Still interested in asking questions about it? And then they're all like in shock. He says, once upon a time, a buccaneer by the name of Rox sought to become the Pirate King. And this is where the Deep Cut No Me went ham. Just like in our Discord, our friend Tibnak, he read the spoilers for the chapter, and he didn't spoil anything, but he told me, he was like, oh, like, you're gonna have a field day with this one, I feel. And oh boy, was he right. So Sengoku says, because he touched too many of the stones, that this world would rather be left untouched. No information about the Rox pirates remains intact. So he was involved in shady shit, right? And he says, only whatever lies sleeping in the memories of a few Marines of my generation. Past or not, to think that there was once a man that led 3 of the pirates that would later become Yonko. And he says, Sengoku says, he was Raj's first and perhaps greatest enemy. And we get a silhouette of Rox, and his hair's all crazy and a sword, and it says, he was never called by any name other than Captain Rox. But his full name was Rox D. Xebec. And while he is no longer of this world, he was one of the pirates that one sees from time to time, carrying the name of D. And full stop. Here it is, boys. Here it is, boys and girls. Rox D. Xebec. I read that and I was like, where have I seen Xebec before? That sounds familiar. The first scanlation that came out was like, it said, translators know, it just says Xebec is a type of sailing ship, and I was like, I've heard of that before. If you jump all the way to the Vivricar data books, the Blackbeard Pirates, again, shoutouts to Library of Ohara because it's here. On these cards, he states that Blackbeard's ship is called the Saber of Xebec.
Unbelievable.
Oh, buddy. This all is starting to make sense to me.
To think that 2 of history's biggest bastards are... to consider that 38 years later, one huge bastard looks back at the actions of another huge bastard and says, God damn, that was great.
Let's do that again. I am so convinced Blackbeard is somehow related to Rox. If he's not Rox's son, then he definitely found out about Rox's like plan, and it is whatever his plan was, his original plan, Rox's plan. I think that's Blackbeard's plan now. Sengoku states that Rox was involved in a lot of taboo subjects, and I can think of no other subject taboo or more taboo than fucking owning 2 devil fruits. I can't think of anything that's more like unheard of or like probably related to some dark like secret.
Actually, I can think of a few things. You know what's worse than having 2 devil fruits?
Uh-oh.
Having 3.
Damn. Yeah, and their hideout was Beehive Island, like we stated
Which is
in
suspect,
the beginning.
Yeah.
That is the exact same island. They say it later in the chapter. That's the exact same island that Blackbeard is stationed at. Like that's his Pirate Island Beehive is the island where he made his camp. And it's like that's a really interesting place to make your camp, Blackbeard. It's almost as if the guy who you're following also was there before you. I'm so
convinced. He's like some mass otaku for this guy.
Yeah. And like he named the ship after him. Like it all fits too well, and I think this is so fucking interesting. Like, dude, this is endgame shit. This is like Blackbeard's plan is Rox's plan.
Blackbeard used to be on Whitebeard's crew.
Yeah.
So it's not like the degrees of separation were too big, you know?
Yeah, it would explain if he found out about Rox, he would have found out about the Rox pirates while on Whitebeard's ship, because now we learn that Whitebeard was part of the Rox pirates.
Right, yeah.
And this is, oh, buddy, this is fucking insane.
Damn. Continuing.
Yeah. Because there's more, actually.
There is so much more. I think it's Sengoku still talking. While it is true that Big Mom and Kaido were once part of the same pirate crew, they are far stronger now than they were 38 years ago. If their alliance is indeed real, the most fearsome crew this world has ever seen is about to take shape. And he calls for this raggedy pervert looking man, Branu. What are the current bounties of those two? And he says, well, let's see. And this is the dump. The new bounties of individuals that have recently been driven from their posts as Shichibukai need to be recalculated. In any case, let's go over these guys' numbers. First, we have Blackbeard.
Bruh.
Been about a year since he's acquired the status of Yonko, and it's like they're doing it. They're fucking
we're getting the Yonko bounties. Like, okay.
Before we get a little too hype, you did mention that you had an idea going back to like the other members of the Rocks Pirates. You thought you kind of had an idea about who might be Silver Axe.
Oh yeah, I mean we don't know anything about Silver Axe, but
really don't know shit.
There is a character in the story that we know is pretty heavily implied to be in the Rocks Pirates now, and it's Shaki, the barkeep from Sabori, Rayleigh's like wife. She states when she's in the bar when she meets Luffy, she's like, "Oh, you're Garp's grandson," and she kind of teases him. She's like, "Oh, you know, I used to be a pirate back in the day, around 40 years ago." And she's like, yeah, she said Garp used to chase her around and stuff like she made reference of Garp like specifically chasing her and tracking her down. And it's like, if she's part of Rocks, that would make sense because we know that he was, now we know what happened to Rocks Pirates.
Hear me out. So her husband, Rayleigh, is Silver's Rayleigh. Silver's with an S. What if there's an apostrophe there? Silver, possessive, S, Rayleigh, as in belonging to Silver.
Fuck. Oh, shit. Jesus.
I don't want to own up to any of this, but like...
I want to own up to it, that's sick.
Because like, I heard Silver Axe, and I'm like, Silver. And
Silver, like, dude.
My brain just went straight to Rayleigh, but I was like, no, but he was in the fucking Gold Roger Pirates. But like Roger's like onset was like Roger started really heavy after the defeat of the Rocks Pirates. So could he have maybe gotten like Shaki and Rayleigh from the Rocks Pirates, don't you think?
Dude, maybe. It's possibility.
Huh.
We just don't know enough yet, but I thought that was pretty interesting. They're like, But, oh, buddy. Following his ambush at Impel Down about 2 years ago, he gained several powerful subordinates. At the present, he is the de facto boss of the pirate island Beehive, a new power still growing that has risen to fill the void left by Whitebeard. The admiral of the Blackbeard pirates, Marshall D. Teach, bounty 2.247 billion. It's like, okay, we saw his bounty before, 2,247,600,000. Crazy, asinine, insane. But
big
this
number.
shit, this next one got me. Next, we have a man that has only been called a Yonko for about 6 years.
Which is like this timeline.
That means he wasn't even Yonko when we met him in the first chapter.
Which I think is interesting. I like it.
Yeah.
Something fucking happened.
Exactly. Of the four, he is the youngest and is well trusted by his subordinates. Beckman, Lucky Roo, Yasop, his executives have each won their own fame, and his crew boasts a high average bounty, perhaps the most well-balanced, impenetrable pirate crew of the four. The leader of the red-haired pirates, Red Hair Shanks, bounty 4,048,900,000. That is
what a fucking number, dude.
legit fucking double Blackbeards, dude. Like that's
I cannot wrap. So like our puny brains were operating on scales of like we just got to billions. We just learned that billion is a fucking number. We are 5 years old, and we thought, wow, million is the top. That's it. No more.
And Oda was like, get a load of this shit with a B, my dude.
And
things were never the same. Oh god, dude, the red-haired Shanks bounty poster, dude.
It's powerful. He's kind of hot.
Yeah, I saw someone post a picture of this panel. They're like, wow, just fuck me already.
Do you remember that that one meme of like, I don't remember what SpongeBob episode it is, but it's like SpongeBob like licking something. Like he has like his hands on it and he's like licking it. And like actually, John, you're the king of Photoshop. You know what it is.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I got you.
You know what it is.
But oh god, dude.
Next up, though, it said that she attacked the giant village of Elbaf as a mere child. We already know who it is.
Yeah.
A born monster, refusing to trust anyone she's not directly related to. She and her 85 offspring, pervert, have created a strange little country called Totland. The one woman queen herself, captain of the Big Mom Pirates, Charlotte Linlin, 4,388,000,000 berry.
Dude, what the fuck? The Marines are freaking out.
I'm freaking.
I'm freaking out. 4.3 billion? Oh my goodness. And folks, we're not even at the end yet. Then we have a man that was but a pirate in training during his time in the Rocks crew. Afterwards, with his own strength alone, he won the respect of many cruel pirates, and eventually came to be called a Yonko, captain of the 100 Beast Pirates, 100 Beast Kaido, 4.6 billion. 4,611,100,000. Fucking, this guy is me. I'm getting dizzy.
Dude, these are big ass fucking numbers. Nerf this shit. Get fucking Shadowkeep Destiny 2 fucking in here to bring these numbers down.
Dude, nerf this shit. Get the Destiny balance team to nerf this shit, bruh.
Nerf it into the fucking ground.
Kaido's using unpatched white nail on that sniper. Nah. We can't have ammo generation, bitch. Get fucked.
Kaido's sitting over here with fucking Last Whisper on a rally barricade, sitting in a well of radiance, and he's got like somehow he got like fucking Rampage on it as well. He doesn't care.
Yeah, enjoy it while you can, fuckface.
Dude, fuck Rampage, actually.
Yeah.
real quick, fuck Rampage had changed Destiny PvE, and it made it... but
damn.
The fact that I want to move the fuck on shows you how important this chapter is.
Yeah.
In the future, we will no longer be able to deploy the Shichibukai to curb the power of these Yonko, which is something someone last chapter said, some rando said, like, oh, they're one of the great three powers to balance the world. Like, what's going to happen now? I feel that as well. But this, man, I already forgot his name, Benny or whatever.
Benihana.
Yeah, Benihana over here says, whether drawing out the poison from within our ranks in this way was the correct move or not will be decided in the future by the Special Science Group, the SSG, mentioned by Fujitora just a few pages ago.
Yeah, so SSG is what Vegapunk's replacement for the Shichibukai system was. So it's either some kind of weapon or something, like some kind of... It's something that supposedly is stronger than the Shichibukai, and the Navy's planning to use them against the Yonko and the other pirates. So we'll see how this turns out. But
what if Vinsmoke's but better?
Dude,
and by
maybe.
Better I mean worse.
It could be like versions of the Super Soldier, like a final product of the Super Soldier thing that Judge and Vegapunk were working on.
I'd really not like that to be the case, but it's really possible, yeah.
But oh god, this bubble right here. So already I was sweating bullets. This bubble did not
These
make
numbers.
things any.
Mm-mm.
So I got up from when I fainted and went unconscious for 10 minutes straight after seeing all these high numbers. And Benihana says, finally, allow me to remind you of the bounties of 2 legendary men. And this is when I knew. I said, oh no, it's happening.
This is
It's finally happening. Captain of the Whitebeard Pirates, Edward Newgate. 5,046,000,000 is his bounty. Holy shit. And then you scroll the page down. Captain of the Roger Pirates, Pirate King Goldie Roger, 5.5 billion. Like, oh my god.
Why? Why?
Oh my god.
Why? So this is gonna be like an incredibly deep cut, like a real life deep cut, not a One Piece deep cut, because like my brain's fried already. If anyone still listens to Will Smith's music in 2019, shouts out to you. You're some kind of different breed. But he had a song on his Millennium CD called Freaking It, and the chorus, if I remember, is I'm about to freak this. Yeah, yeah. You want me to freak this? Yeah, yeah. Don't sleep. I'm a freak this. Yeah, yeah. And that's what Oda's doing, because he's just like, I'm gonna freak it, and I'm sitting here like, no, please don't freak it.
Please don't
And
freak
it's
it.
like, I'm
I beg
freaking
you.
it, and it's like, no, please stop freaking it. And it's like, bet I'm a freak it.
Dude, it's insane. Benihana continues. He says, in the history of piracy, no bounties surpass those 2. However, if Kaido and Big Mom truly do ally, their total bounty will surpass either of those 2. And he says, this is exactly what's about to occur in the non-allied country of Wano. And Fleet Admiral Sakazuki busts through the door, and he says, leave Wano for now. We don't have the manpower to tear those 2 apart, Sengoku. And he's pissed.
When isn't he?
Yeah.
Actually,
But,
Sengoku stands the fuck up, though. And the goat turns to face Sakazuki. And Sengoku says, of course, I have no intention of getting involved. I don't know if I buy this. I was just imparting the wisdom of an aged foggy like myself to the young future of the Marines. Pirates have interpersonal relationships too, reasons for their next moves. Without an understanding of our past, the future will forever remain dark. Come to think of it, Whitebeard, Roger, and Redhair all were quite fond of one pirate from Wano.
oh my god. Sakazuki, I presume you're referring to Kozuki Oden. He was once a captain on one of Whitebeard's ships.
What?
But he was later picked up by Roger and went along on the Pirate King's final voyage. I don't believe Oden has anything to do with the most recent developments, but why are so many powerful individuals connected to Wano? I, for one, do not believe it to be coincidence, Sakazuki. So first off, okay, so not only was Oden a part of Whitebeard's crew originally, but he also somehow has a connection to Shanks?
Right, and
I don't think it's just being implied because Shanks was on Roger's crew. They named Shanks specifically by the red hair moniker.
Yeah.
So I believe that he somehow had some interaction with him. I mean, that he would have been really young, but still
would have had to have been, because like, do we have a confirmed age for Shanks? Now that talk about it,
we do. But I forget what it is.
Because does he have a Vivre?
Yeah, he does. Shanks' age.
He's 39.
39, yeah.
After time skip. So that would put him at... Hold on. Wait, no. Oden would have died 20 years prior to this. So he would have been 19. Okay. That's still like young, but young enough to be like really conscious and have like gotten a huge impression from like Oden.
Yeah, for sure. And it would have been after Gold Roger's death.
True, yeah.
which means that he already would have been like making moves as a pirate.
He would have started, yeah. Yeah.
Which, oh my goodness, this is insane. This, to me, this chapter, out of the park, 10 out of 10. To me, though, okay, a couple things that this chapter screams at me. Well, the reference of the rocks, pirates, and everybody, and the fact that Shiki and Captain John and whoever this Wang Ji, the Captain John part specifically makes me think that immediately Buggy is confirmed going to take part in all of this shit going forward.
He has to, yeah.
He's way more important than any of us thought, especially being part of Gold Roger's crew and like friend of Shanks and shit.
Do you think Shiki's gonna like canon like come back? Because he has in like canon, not the movie canon, but manga canon, broken out of Impel Down.
Yeah, he's somewhere. We just don't know where, but like he could very possibly come about.
You know who has the ability to just steal a whole ass island for the fun of it?
Oh no.
Now that I think about it, there's quite a few people, actually.
Yeah.
Shiki would be one of them. Because
Yeah.
if y'all recall, he has the, like, I don't even remember what it's called. It's some dumb shit. It's not magnetism. It's just better magnetism, because it can affect anything. And he just does, it's Fujitori's ability.
He can make things float, I think is what it is.
That's exactly what it is. So he touch island, it float. I don't want to go off like movie. I don't even remember what movie he was in, but I don't want to go off like the power
Strong
levels
World, I think.
there. It was Strong World, thank you. I don't want to go off those power levels, but like if he was on this fucking ship with all these rat bastards, you would think he might be strong enough to like bring up a fucking island.
Oh, dude, I have no doubt.
But that begs the question, what the fuck do you do with some island that like you lost a war at?
Yeah, I have no idea. Like what he could do or possibly want, like, because whatever's on there is like hella important. Like whatever's on God Valley has lore implications beyond anything we've ever seen, because there's no way that the world government would like just erase its existence.
Yeah.
And I don't think there's any way that the world government could destroy it. I think they because that was where they had to defend the Celestial Dragon. So whatever's there in God's Valley is important to the end game of all of this.
Do you think they Buster called it? Just like deleted it?
No, I don't think so. I think the world government hid it, but where it went, I have no idea.
God, fuck. Dude, speaking of Buster Call, the only reason I saw this is because I follow Library of Ohara Artur on Twitter. He was retweeting videos that seemed to be a viral ad campaign from the One Piece like official Twitter, where like someone's like breaking into these places and like tagging like a bunch of shit, like saying Buster Call 10-4. That's next week. I have a meeting next week. I have a really big conference that week. That fucking day.
Dude, you're getting Buster called, dude.
I'm getting what is Buster calling me?
Episode 97 or 98, Franz gets Buster called. Dude, it's happening.
Franz's last voyage.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Dude, on the real though, what the fuck's happening next chapter?
Dude, I have no idea. The Buster Call?
I'm scared. I'm just scared of next I'm scared of being Buster called.
Yeah. But if this is some kind of viral campaign for like...
Who's getting Buster called? Okay, so let's take this seriously. Is it Wano? Yeah. Akainu confirms no. Is it Mary Joie? Why would they Buster call themselves?
Yeah, I have no idea. Who do you think it's gonna be? Or like,
it's either gonna be one of the Shichibukai is like too powerful. They're getting Buster called. Cough cough, Mihawk, or whatever the fuck happened to somebody from Alabasta. Whatever happened.
Shit.
Alabasta might get Buster called.
Dude.
If we are to take this at face fucking value.
Dude. Do you think that Alabasta is getting fucking Buster called? Eam and the Gorosei did say that they were looking to extinguish a light from this world.
That would be a very big light to extinguish, and I think they're really like putting a focus on Alabasta because they are the single kingdom that did not rise to the fucking to be a celestial dragon. And so, okay, thinking about last chapter, Cobra's fucking dead. Do you think Cobra told Vivi about like all the fucking like the Nefeltari family has had to have like kept some form of verbal, and it has to be verbal only, I think, history of what the fuck has happened over the last several hundred years.
Yeah, there has to be. I mean, the poneglyph, but like there has to be some kind of other way.
Yeah, but like we already read the poneglyph, so fuck the poneglyph, fuck those rocks.
Yeah, fuck those stupid rocks.
Dude, what if Cobra's dying breath was like, Vivi, look at me, look into my eyes. I'm dying from like hyper cancer because I stood too close to Pell. Look into my eyes. My final words are these: big hat.
Big hat. Dude, holy shit. Oh god, dude, this shit's so good. Cause I wonder cause they say like, oh, we can't go to Wano right now, we're preoccupied with all that's going, like they keep mentioning like something big is going on and they're all moving out towards something. But like, where would they go?
Fujitora's already like out allegedly doing something big because he's really hurt.
Oh shit. If Fujitora really is in the fucking calm belt, would he not be going towards Boa's Island? Would he be going towards Alabasta? I'd have to refer to a map for this one, but like, oh shit.
That's another thing. Oda, pony up. Give us the fucking map.
Yeah.
Of everything.
Damn, dude.
I know it's probably not going to happen until we get like Raftel.
Yeah.
But
god damn, dude. This shit's fucking good. I have no idea who's getting Buster called. I know it's not Wano for sure. I mean, unless it fucking is, but there's no way. But dude, this is crazy. All I know for sure is that I think this final page talking about Odin confirms that Act 3 is going to be where we get the giant Odin flashback that Oda talked about.
We definitely are, but I had a single idea.
Lay it on me.
Who gives a shit about who is getting Buster called? Who cares about like that? I want to know. I don't care about the Buster call I want to know about the Buster call I think next week we're going to see what this SSG is.
Oh shit, yeah.
We're going to see something really scary next week. We've been having like crazy chapter after crazy chapter. I really hope like we're not on break next week. I really want to go on break the week after.
Yeah, because I'm scared.
Partly because I'm going on vacation. I want to see Carly Rae Jepsen in peace. I don't want to be like in line about to go into the venue being like, oh shit, time to read the new One Piece.
Getting Buster called during a fucking Carly Rae Jepsen.
Dude, Oda's gonna Buster call Carly Rae Jepsen while I'm there. It's gonna be Marineford all over again.
Marineford Part 2, Carly Rae Jepsen gets Buster called. Oh my god.
I'm tired. I need to go shower. Fuck, dude, get me out of here.
Fucking Oda.
Wait, do you have anything else to say? There's been a lot.
No, there's I think this fucking chapter spoke for itself. This Rocks shit is interesting. Blackbeard's definitely related to Rocks and definitely carrying out his will. And I'm interested to see what the hell is up with Odin, cuz now we get the confirmation that he was part of Whitebeard's ship, and that's kind of fucking left field and weird.
Yeah. I don't know what to think about it. that also might mean that not Whitebeard, Blackbeard and Odin have had interactions, possibly.
Yeah. Shit, it's possible, dude. I don't know, man. That I got nothing else. I don't even have a crack theory. I'm so mind blown by the numbers, man. Think of the numbers.
I mean, that's been the crack theory this episode. I'm being Buster called. That's it. Well, Adri's also gonna be at the Carly Rae Jepsen concert, so she can't take over for me when I die, because I guess she also has to die during the Buster call. So I guess John's taking in applications. It's actually no, it's gonna be in my will, just like Cade 6. Whoever kills me has to take my
has to take over.
So please, no one actually murder me.
Yeah. All right. I think I got a shitty crack theory, but it's a crack theory.
All right. I'll help you out. We'll go. Let's leave. That'll be it for us this week. This chapter 957. We'll be back next week. God, I hope, with chapter 958.
God,
this episode will be coming up early. It'll be a little rougher than usual, but because like usually we go through the process of like going through every single second of our audio and like removing all the so we're gonna have a little bit more of that, but our audio quality is still gonna be like crisp as usual. You're just gonna hear a little bit more mouth sounds, the critically acclaimed album by Neil Cicierega.
Yeah.
So that was a mouth sound right there. I'm a little self-conscious about that now, huh?
Oh, shit.
But that doesn't matter, because when we upload this episode, it's going to go straight to our Libsyn, parameciafancast.libsyn.com. And from there, it's going to go to all your podcatchers: Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Play, Stitcher, something else, Castbox FM, iHeartRadio. I can just make them up at this point. Probably exists. Silicon Valley be like that, huh?
Yeah.
And it'll also be up on YouTube. YouTube's probably a nice way of like sharing with your friends instead of being like, hey, listen to this podcast about two friends just, jerking off about One Piece. You could like give them a YouTube link, and then they won't be off put by like being like, what the fuck's a podcast? You could just say like, here, watch this 40-minute long YouTube video, because people legitimately do that. I might be biased. God damn, that's it, huh?
Yeah, that's it. Follow us on social media at Paramecia Cast on Twitter, Paramecia Fancast, everywhere else. Anything else?
What's your damn? I promise you, we did talk during the Stampede episode. We did talk about a giveaway. We will announce that for our 100th episode.
Ooh, which is coming up.
That's coming up real soon, and I'm mostly saying that to give me time, because I'm really fucking busy. Like I said, I have a fucking conference next week. So
yeah, a conference at Marine HQ for getting Buster called.
Dude, I'm meeting the Gorosei.
Dude, you're meeting Grand Mac.
I'm meeting him.
Yeah.
What's your crack theory? Release me from this fresh hell.
So with the viral campaign of Buster Call happening, we know that somebody in the Marines called a Buster Call. But who could have done it? Sakazuki's busy. Sengoku's busy. All the Marines seem to be preoccupied, except for one. A furry Marine who's been getting pet this entire chapter, free of all responsibility. It's Sengoku's goat. He called the Buster Call.
Look at his face. You can see it in page 12, where he's looking straight into the camera. He knows.
Boom, boom, boom. Just to zoom in on his face.
Real quick, sub crack theory.
Oh,
Buster
shit.
Call, Bustin' by Neil Cicierega, off of Mouth Sounds.